Hi, I'm Richard, and this is my Autocomplete interview. So, first question. Does Richard know what a Coxswain is? A Coxswain is more commonly known as a cox, and they are the person that sits in front of the people rowing in a boat race and helps set the pace, share the message, and get people online to drive the boat to the finish line, and also, importantly, steers it across the right track. So the question is related because I used to be a rower. The most exciting race that I won was actually in a place called Ross on Wye. I won the race with just a quarter of a boat length, which is the distinction of how far ahead you were. So it was a tough race, and then I got a trophy that was probably no bigger than my fist. So I was quite disappointed with that, but it was a good result at the end of it.
Good. Most embarrassing spill into the water?
So when you first learn to row, you learn in this thing called a tub, which is really wide and really stable. And it was a cold winter's day, and within about 30 minutes, I'd managed to not even get into the boat, but step past it, over the other side of the oar, and just took a deep dive into the river. So imagine England in the middle of winter. There was almost ice on the top.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, you won't forget that experience then.
No, definitely not. So. But no, rowing is a great sport and a great team-based sport that helps us get to goals in an organised fashion. Next question: does Richard trust AI in continuous testing and software development? So the answer is yes. AI within testing and software development is something that people are a bit nervous about. Because in the same way that people are a bit nervous about autonomous vehicles and getting driven around by computers, people are worried about tests being driven by computers with no sort of human verification that the right tests are being run. But in reality, the AI in testing is a really powerful thing, because what it means is that you can use the smart technologies that it brings and shorten your testing cycles, because you can start identifying defects way quicker than you could do before. And the reason being is that you can take information from production and feed that into the AI algorithms so that they learn faster. You can take information from historical test runs and feed that into the AI algorithms so that they can understand where defects had been found previously. And with the consumers today wanting applications faster, wanting new features faster, expecting better experiences, better performances, you want to make sure that you can identify defects as early as possible, so that the things that you're designing, the creative innovations that are coming through your product teams, your dev teams, are hitting the market with perfect quality and the ability to execute and deliver on what they're expected to deliver as fast as possible. So question number 3. How does Richard describe what makes a great salesperson? Wow, I think everybody has their own anecdotes for this, or their own reasons and their own ideas. There's obviously customer service. Customer service is a big part of what I believe in, and customer service is what people care about. In the world of deploying mission-critical software and software that helps deliver applications and systems to market as fast as it should, people and customers want to know that they have somebody that they can depend on, somebody that they can trust, and be an advisor to that particular organisation in understanding what their problems are and how technology or whatever the salesperson is selling can solve their particular problems. But I have 4 key things that I really look for in great salespeople. Number 1 is that they act with pace, because why put off something to tomorrow that you can do today? And customers expect you to move quickly. We're in the business of helping customers deliver software quickly, so everything that we should do should be done with pace, so we can enable that process even further as salespeople. Number 2 is attention to detail. I think it's a real element that demonstrates that you care. Worrying about everything that could happen, that should happen, that may happen, and getting ahead and supporting your customer with current initiatives or future initiatives really is a powerful thing. Number 3 is always do what you say you're going to do. There's nothing more frustrating than somebody committing to do something and then it never arrives. And again, that demonstrates great reliability to the customer, and the customer then has better relationships with that particular salesperson. And then the 4th one is all about your desire to learn. If you don't learn, you stagnate, and you've got to keep consuming information about what's going on in the market, what's going on in the industries that you're selling to, and importantly, what's going on with your customers, because everybody has strategic objectives that they need to reach, and we have to be aligned with those as salespeople. So those are my top 4 things that I look for in a great salesperson.